Have you ever wanted to make your own handmade bowl on the pottery wheel? I've helped over 700 beginners start with this shape, and it's easily my favorite to teach. Centering is the foundation of any good piece. It's the first real challenge to overcome as a potter. Centering isn't about strength like it may seem. It requires the perfect blend of balance, pressure, and practice. Technique really matters the most at this stage. Hand and body placement is crucial for tying all of these factors together. Centering for a bowl is not different than centering any other vessel you'll throw on the pottery wheel. Bowls are typically easier than most other vessels formed on the wheel because the walls of the bowl flare outwards as opposed to inwards. Once the lump of clay is centered and we're happy with the shape of it, we'll take our sponge and pierce the center of the clay to start opening the vessel. This step is really important because if you go too deep, the bottom could become too thin and crack during the firing process. This is a very common mistake I see a lot of beginner potters do. It might seem insignificant, but it matters a lot when it comes to the design and the trimming stage and firing during the kiln. Next, I'll show you how to form your walls. Pulling up the walls is one of the most rewarding steps in the pottery process. It's where you start to see the piece come to life and start taking shape. You feel the clay respond to every little move. Depending on your clay type and water usage, it may react more to your touch than other types. Bowls like this follow a simple rhythm: lift, support, refine. I like this wide open shape we're going for. This specific shape is easier to accomplish for beginner potters. When I was first learning pottery on the wheel, I made many types of vessels. Persistence helped me to get to where I'm at today, and each piece was a little bit better than the last. Even when it was hard, slow progress gave me hope that I would improve over time. We are just going to start sponging out a little bit of water from the bottom. You'll notice it starts pulling whenever you're adding a lot of water to your piece. You just want to make sure that you get that out of there. I like to spend a lot of time on this step because it's very delicate work, and the soft, even lip just makes your bowl feel really intentional, even if the form isn't perfect. Yeah, so the reason that happened was because there was too much clay in my water bucket, and that defeats the whole purpose of water. So you just want to empty that out and make sure you have enough water in there so the water doesn't get too polluted with the clay, and then stick to your piece. Now to finish off this piece, I'm just carving the bottom with my trim tool, and then we're going to take the sponge to refine the bottom. You just want to soften the edges out a little bit and you're good to go. The wire slicing through the clay is not only satisfying, but it also means that the piece is ready to be taken off the wheel. For this specific bat system, I just take the needle tool to get it off. If you're curious about starting pottery, I put together a free guide that walks you through getting started. You can find it in the video description below. Thanks for watching.